on TikTok, it needs to be the hands of where it needs to be.
Yes, and that's what. Right, you're a mate of DHB as well, weren't you, Chippy?
I'm not a mate of it. No, let's stop. I'm not a mate of anybody. I know people
DHB.
and I talk to people, and I may agree with people and I may disagree with people.
Right.
DHB knows me. I know him, and I will defend him on some of the stuff he does, but not everything, and he knows that.
And I'm the same with him.
Right?
I've seen all the evidence, and it's getting brought up, and it is going to go to the commissions now. I'm going to make sure.
But Mark, can I ask you a question? Mark, right, can I just ask you a question, right? So if you've had all this evidence and whatever, why all of a sudden now are you reporting them? Why didn't you not do it a long time ago? Why are you on TikTok
we're just getting it all
talking
together?
about it?
It's all been getting it together. It's only just
But
recently
that's what
come
I'm saying.
up.
Where the boutique is, but the actual drop-in centre where the women have to go.
Lindsay, you've asked a question. Because it's only just come up, and we're just getting the rest of the evidence together.
But she said it's been paused due to COVID and a divorce, and obviously they've got Isla to look after. So it might not even be set up yet. So you're just jumping the guns, basically.
No, right, Lindsay, please.
She registered the charity.
Lindsay, you're not even letting me talk, are you?
Oh God! But what I'm trying to say to you is, basically, if she said that it's paused, she's registered the charity, but the drop-in centre, so say if it was up and running, the place might be registered where the boutique is, but the actual drop-in centre where the women go would not be out there. I went to a refuge and it wasn't advertised. It looked like a house.
Not a refuge.
I know, but that was used as a drop-in centre. But you're not letting me speak.
I have. You're asking, you state your facts, and I'm trying to come back to you, and you won't let me. Right? Let me tell you, I can't go into too much detail. Right? What I'll do, right, knock it on the head, I'll send it all to the commissions, and we'll have it done that way.
But that's what I'm saying you should do. If you've got...
That's it, so knock it on the head then. Knock it on the head.
Right.
What just heard...
People are sat here.
Knock it on the head. See you later.
Mark. See you later. Can't run away, Mark.
Where's he gone again?
It's just, you can't run away when you're it's not going your own way, Mark. You can't do that.
But
I have got absolutely no problem with answering any of his questions that he's got for me. I did not feel bullied or intimidated in this live. I was open to, and Mark's had a lot to say about me and a lot to say on a lot of posts about me about what I've been, what he thinks I've been doing and this, that and the other. I'm coming in to answer any questions that he's got here in front of everybody. So why does he keep dropping whenever I try and come in? He has every God-given right to go to any charities commission that he wants. And I am telling him now, you go to that charities commission yourself and you can ask any questions you want. But I just don't know why this man won't give it a rest now. I've come in and said everything that I need to say. My anxiety's only just calmed down from it. I don't even know why he's doing this. And then every time I come in to try and explain or try and find out why he's coming for me so much, a DV charity after everything that I've been through, a man coming for after everything that I've been through, why he just keeps dropping and keeps doing this.
Message him to see if he's working.
See, and because I did say it because he was rambling on, and then he was like, right, okay, it's definitely going to the commission now. And I'd said, I was like, well, Mark, if you had all this information and evidence, why are you sitting on TikTok saying it? Why did you not just go to the commission if you've got all this evidence? Do you know what I mean? But
this is the thing, though. He's got absolutely no evidence whatsoever of anything, and I don't get what part of being a registered charity and having to have trustees.
Did you do a TV programme about it?
I've done loads of TV programmes about it. I've done loads of interviews about it.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen something roughly.
Katie, can I just ask a question? Because this is what he's saying. He's saying that you slipped up, basically. He said that because the boutique is obviously registered, and then he was like, she's already slipped up because if you can't give the location away, then she's saying it's on the second floor. But I was saying that's where it might be registered, but it could be where the actual drop-in centre will be somewhere totally different, which is not advertised. Am I right in saying that?
So I've got my salon that I've had for 10 years, which the address is out there, Bella Boutique. I've got my boutique next door, which I think I've had for 5 years now, which is next door. And the DV charity is on that row of shops. And we've got the address down as for any sort of letters or anything down as my salon address for any mail to come to. But I've done a whole video on it. It doesn't show exactly where it is, but I've done a whole video showing you around all the rooms. You can clearly see out the window that it spreads above 2 floors. You can clearly see that the boutique is on the ground floor and my salon's on the ground floor. But this is a fully registered charity that the Charities Commission came out to me. You know, I've got to have all sorts of policies in place. I've got to have everything has got to be, we have to get solicitors in to do it. I've got a board of trustees I have to report back to. Like, I can't just go and do anything I want with this charity. It has to be signed off by the actual trustees, have to say yes or no to do this. This is like it might have been my idea to do this because of what I went through. Do you know what? I'll say this now while I'm on the live because I'm not going to keep going into it all the time. So when I won that Pride of Britain Awards, Rod Stewart gave me £10,000, but that was in 2017. He gave that £10,000 towards my business. The charity wasn't even thought of then. I got the Pride of Britain Award for just helping women in my salon, just off my own back for what I've been through. The charity hadn't even been thought of at that point. I think I got my registration in 2018 or 2019, and that's when the charity started.
That's
Now,
amazing.
I put my own money into starting that charity. We didn't get any government funding or anything like that. I've actually got videos, and I will put one on my TikTok. My very first video I did of setting that up will have the dates on it. And I did a video on my Facebook to show everybody my idea that I had, why I wanted to do it. And it wasn't even being set up as a charity at that point. It was just because after I won the Pride of Britain Award, I had that many women get in touch with me crying out for help because there's not enough being done, that I thought, you know what, I'm going to use this now and go a step further and try and help as many people as I can. Then, obviously, I had help off the Prince's Trust to set up my business. And I had one of the Prince's Trust solicitors approach me and said, you know, if you're going to do it like this, let's get it registered as a full charity. And then you'll get more support. You'll be able to do more things with it. You'll be able to have all solicitors and trustees, and you'll have a big support network around you. Because I think because DV wasn't spoke about that much when I won my Pride of Britain Award, he was like, you're not going to be able to do this on your own. You need a good support network around you. So I then got the registration. It was 2018 or 2019. And that's when I started doing the actual fundraising and stuff for it. But then unfortunately in 2020, we got hit by COVID. And all of my fundraising is done from events that I've done myself. Like, we don't get any government fundraising or nothing like that. We relied solely on doing our own events. In 2020, we couldn't do any events because of COVID. Then I went through a divorce. And then after that, I've met Darren, and obviously I've put my family and Isla's needs first, which is why nothing's been done with the fundraising to do any of that, which the Charity Commission are fully aware of all of this, which is why I haven't done any fundraising or anything on it since, I think I did one small one possibly after COVID in 2021, but it was like tiny. And then obviously I met Dad and I went through a divorce and all that after that, but nothing else has been touched in there. I've done a whole video explaining everything where we're up to. That doesn't mean that I'm not helping women, like actively helping women now. Right?
So what's Mark been accused of, like?
He's all over my posts saying that I've used the charity money for myself. I've used the charity money to open a closed boutique. The charity drop-in centre is now a closed boutique. I've got screenshots of everything that he's been.
So it's going to be a civil matter, isn't it?
That's me.
Yeah, it'll be a civil matter, yeah, because he's trying to put the address out there of where the DV charity is. Yeah. And it's just not on. Like, I've got nothing to hide whatsoever. You only have to, you know.
Is it him and DHB?
No, DHB hasn't said anything for a while, to be honest. He did bring it up and said he was going to do a live on it and then never did a live on it. Because, I mean, doing an exposure on somebody means that you dig into their past and you find something to actually expose them on. There's nothing to expose me on at all. Everything is everything I've done in my life. You know, I went through the Princess Trust to open me salon. You know, my charity is a fully registered charity. Like, there's no exposure to do on me whatsoever.
What I need to explain now is DHB tried to expose you and your charity and then come up with nothing. And then this is the back end of it, because Mark's obviously is mate.
Yeah, there's been a couple of,
he didn't do an exposure in the end. He said he was going to, but then didn't, because there's nothing there to do.
There's literally nothing to expose me on. There's a couple of videos that have been put up. Where's the DV money gone, this, that and the other. And I've explained everything. And anybody can go to the Charities Commission all they want. All my accounts are up to date. All my charities records, everything is completely up to date, and I'm in regular contact.
Put DHB in the box. I'm not sure. Are you happy for him to be put in or not?
Get Mark in the box.
Mark's not here. I've got I think DHB. Are you happy for him to come in because he's his friend or not? I won't put him in if you don't want him.
But can we just say amazing, Mrs. Hardy? Amazing.
Yeah, it is. And I totally understand where you're coming from, Kate, because I know with registering a charity, it's not an easy, quick process. You've got to go through the ins and outs of everything to just get it registered. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? You actually have to do, you have to do, you know, it's full solicitors. They actually travelled up from London to Liverpool to come and sit down with me. They wanted to know the ins and outs of it. I have to have regular trustees meeting. I have to report back to them. Everything has to be done properly. And it's, I don't know what more I can say about it. I do not take. If
my
I
love,
took
can
any
we
money
just...
from that charity, sorry, if I took anything from that charity, then like it does with every other charity, you only need to Google what directors from charities take as a wage. I do not take a single penny from that charity. I earn my money through going to work. I work full-time in my salon and then I do the boutique as well on top. I have never took a single penny. I am doing this from my trauma and trying to put something that I feel so passionate about, helping others, into good use. That's why I do it. So,
I mean, people are saying that you don't have to explain yourself, but I think sometimes, you know, because it's TikTok, isn't it? You know, when you get people that are going to troll you and, you know, and say that you're a lie and say all this, sometimes it's best to, you know what I mean?
And there's a paper trail. I know, but there's a paper trail with everything.
Yourself.
The woman needs to explain herself.
Can we just jump in here? You have to, but obviously you want the peace. Do you know what I mean? If this is you're being trolled like that, you know, in this way.
The thing is, though, is that I'm actually happy that this is. I wanted to go on my own and do it, but then I thought, you know, everyone was saying you don't need to explain yourself. People in the real world and who actually know me. Do you know what I mean? And these people who were saying these things, sort of. I had to try and think, but you know what? They don't know me, so I need to just not pay attention to it. But at the same time, I wanted to have this opportunity to sort of.
Can I give you some advice? Now you've explained it all, and what, like I said, is amazing. Don't worry about explaining it anymore.
No,
and you know what? When, like I said before, when you put yourself on social media, it's absolutely fine for people to have opinions and stuff. Like, you know, we know we're going to get that, but this isn't opinions now. This is.
Can I ask you a question? Because Mark's not going to come in the box, but you don't want to HB in, do you?
You know, I've got absolutely. I'll answer any questions that he's got. As long as
I don't put him in if you don't want me to.
As long as it's to do with the subject that we're on now, then that's absolutely fine. Like, having opinions on what Darren does with his daughter is nothing to do with this live. Do you know what I mean? But if he wants to come and ask me questions on the charity, he's more than welcome. I've got nothing to hide.
Well, DHB, if you want to request the box.
First things first, Kate, I want to say you're amazing, but you want to all know how wrong a Mark is. Here you go.
Can't get Mark in the box.
You sound familiar.
It's Jojo Savage, isn't it?
Yeah, is that Jojo Savage?
yeah.
No, this ain't. I want Mark in the box because he is private messages saying he's going to drown my kids and drown my dogs.
What?
Who?
Mark.
Oh God.
Now we'll take him. I want his address because I'm going to take him straight out.
You can't say that.
No, I will do.
So, Angie, it is Jojo Savage. You are right. So, do you remember I got in your box a while ago in Irish Curls Live and I told you that I received death threats from certain trolls in your comments?
So what are you blaming me for?
No, I'm not blaming you. Please listen. Please listen.
I've got
I'm not blaming you.
myself on your life.
Angie, please listen. Please listen. Today, Mark Anderson's account I thought was a general fucking troll. It turns out it's not. Mark Anderson was one of those accounts that sat there and said that he, on your behalf, was going to drown my kids, drown my dogs, and told me to go kill myself.
Can you just say unalive?
Yep, unalive myself.
So he was doing that on behalf of Ange. Is that what he was
And
saying?
he said because Angie's the queen of the cult in his message. So now, Mark, we found out you're a real person.
Are you sure that
mate.
was him and not a troll
It was
account?
definitely him, Ange. This was all before the bullshit with you and Alex. You mentioned my name because we'd had a disagreement and someone jumped on the bandwagon. I don't come with lies. I come with facts and anyone knows it about me. So, Mark, if you want to get in the box, mate, and you want to speak to my other half, then feel fucking free. But don't make
Jojo.
threats you ain't going to sit there and see through, pal.
Well, I mean,
Georgia,
we
can
haven't
you-
seen
can
those.
you-
Can you put those up, those
I ain't
messages?
putting nothing up for fucking none of you. I'll deal with it my
Well,
own way.
don't
So I will
expect
do.
us to sit
No
here,
evidence,
Jojo
is there?
Savage, and believe what you're saying
Don't
right
worry.
now.
I'll do my own live, or better still, I'll send it to Alex, and Alex can put it up because I'm not no
Go
fucking
away,
liar.
Jojo, go away.
But Jojo, like, why are you going on at Angie? Like, as if Angie's instructed him to do that. Angie hasn't had a clue, like, he's
It's
done
like
that.
she's setting me
Do you know
up,
what I mean?
because now Mark's another support of mine that they, I don't know. I can't.
If she's going to make that accusation on your live, she needs to come with the proof.
You need to show the
Or do her own
evidence.
live and prove it.
I think they're doing
And
it.
then she's like, I'll give it to Alex to show, like, do you know what I mean? Like, that's,
I mean,
this is
first
how
Pearl
pathetic this is getting. Like, it's just getting beyond a joke, Angie. Like, I'll give it to Alex to show. Like, you're only asking a fucking question. Like, can I have a look at it? Because he's using your name. It's a genuine, normal question that you ask.
And you did say earlier,
Wow.
it's a calm before the storm.
First Pearl came in and made those fake accounts and all that, and now Jojo's saying these men. I don't believe it at all. I think it's a setup. I do. Mark came in and said he's setting up. Not about you, Mrs. Hardy. That I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But that I don't believe her. No.
Yeah, another one that's just come in to cause trouble,
I think
Angie.
they're doing this little thingy bob. Let's get the clout. Let's get the views. Let's make things up. Let's correct.
But did she say this was a while ago, Ange?
Yeah,
Why
she
didn't
said
you not, like,
months- she
say
said
that a while
months
ago?
ago.
But don't you think? Don't you
She
think?
said
Pearl,
months
don't you think
ago.
she came in about Mark, made up a little fake account. I mean, made up some messages. Went onto Alex's live, got Mark in the box. The viewers went up, and now they come in and saying about these fake messages. Oh no, Alex will do it. To get their viewers up again. It's ridiculous. Go away, Jojo Savage.
But that's what I'm saying. And she was like kicking off for you as if it was your fault. So even if Mark has done that, for example, you were obviously not aware of it. Do you know what I
Nothing
mean?
to do with Angie.
Just because he said
I
Angie's
don't
the
think Mark
queen.
would say that. It's a lie. They're setting him up on that one.
I got threatening messages yesterday as well.
All right, thank you, Hardy. Yeah, I mean, like, I'll speak to him, you know what I mean?
Is THB in there wanting to ask me any questions?
He's not in the box.
Threats, darling. I get them on a daily basis.
I mean, you can't. No, he's not in the box, Hardy. I think he's jumped out.
Okay, nobody's. Right, well, I'm gonna jump, guys.
I mean,
but thank
if what
you
you're
for
saying
the
is
report.
true, listen, I go by evidence. Do you know what I mean? Then I apologise that you're going through that. You know what I mean? No one should be going through that.